Good morning, my friends. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I am your Sunday blogger, Rosemary. Welcome to my humble abode. Hugs this morning. You see my cup? Okay. So this morning we have a question. I'm not sure if it's coming from the viewer or from Wendy. Happy birthday, Wendy! Today is Wendy's birthday. I don't know if she wants you to know her age, but she's over 30. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Wendy. She's a young 30. Question is, accepting your size and shape today. What does that mean to you? How do you live with the body and shape and skin you are living in today? What have you done or do you plan on doing to continue working on accepting yourself? Thanks. All right. Great question. And it's perfect timing. I think that my sister and I have been talking about this all week. For her, she's been, really coming into her body and accepting her shape. Something that I had to do a few moons ago. I remember I've evolved through YouTube. You guys have seen me where I speak about never walking out of the house without a shawl or a jacket of some sort. I never went out of the house showing my arms, okay? I've come from 487 pounds. For the people that don't know, I only have a few pictures. You're going to see the same picture. If you've seen this, I'm sorry, but this is what I used to look like right here. In seeing that, you know that I was a big girl. And, being big, you learn to accept that you have a lot of, what do I want to say, just, different places that you can shop. You can't, you just know that you're not going to be able to go to a lot of places. You have maybe 2 or 3 options. And back then, I think I only had, two options. And for us, my mother was a seamstress, so she made all of our clothes. But accepting that when you went to measure your waist, it wasn't with one measuring tool, but you had to use several. I think my starting waist was like ridiculous, like over 70. It just, I don't even I don't even remember anymore, but it was bad. It was bad. So now, accepting my body now it was hard still, because I was left with the skin on my legs. I had a tummy that hung to my knees, just like Connie. Thank God, through surgery, that was removed, and yet, in my case, my surgery almost cost me my life. And so I didn't get a lot of things done that I wanted to get done. What I want to say with that is that I had to learn to accept what I was left with, okay? The shape that I have now, I have learned to embrace it, and embrace it fully. Again, I used to never go out showing my arms. That is gone. I learned to accept it, and I learned to accept my shape today. What I mean by that is that what the mirror shows you today may not be what you're going to be seeing a few months from now. So when you learn to accept the shape that you are today and the reflection that you are today in that mirror, you learn to accept what is coming. Yes, what's coming. I always write, I love the changes that people show. When they're showing us that they're going down in size. I love to say that they're the changes, because that's what they are. They're not going to stay that way. They become they evolve. They're evolving. You're evolving. What I am today is where I am. Because where I am today may not be where I'm going to be in a few months or in a year or so. But if it is, if that's where I'm going to be, then I've learned to accept me today. Does that make sense? If I'm able to accept myself today, then I'm able to accept myself in a few more months, in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years. And if I don't like what I see, I'm able to change it. Not completely, not totally. Maybe I can't change that I have big hips and a big butt, and I'm busty. That's not such a bad thing for a lot of women, right? I have to learn to also accept the family that I was born into. Yeah. My mama had big hips. My mama's mama had big hips. Big knees, what my mama used to call elephant knees. We were just talking about that, Connie and I. And, you know, that's what we have to accept. Now, if we had the money and a doctor said that they would help me and take some of that skin off my knees, do you think I would say no? It's okay to make the changes that make you happy, that make you feel good about yourself when you do look in that mirror. But learning to accept yourself today is the best tool that you have here that's going to help you get to where you're going. I have a few quotes that I would like to share. Beauty is being the best possible version of yourself on the inside and out. I mean, the best part, right? That's what beauty is. When you're able to accept all of you, in and out. The next quote I'm going to tell you is that when we're so large, when we come from a superly, morbidly obese body, you've learned to deal with your body. You've learned to deal with people staring at you. You know, it becomes a storm of rains and snow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're always in a storm. You're always having to face criticism and stuff like that, right? And I like this quote. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked in. That's what the storm is all about. I am not the same person I was. So that, I was talking to my brother-in-law today about that. That is dead and gone. All right? You got to learn that you're not that 487 person you were. You were not mobile, Rosemary. You didn't like anything about you. You did your best to always look nice, but it still wasn't to what you wanted, right? I am this person today, and I have learned to embrace this body today. So what I'm saying with the photos that I showed you was that I have learned to embrace where I'm at today. The changes are amazing. They're unforgettable sometimes. I have had to learn to forget what I look like here. Not who I was, not the storms I came through, not all the victories that even was happening as I was losing the weight, because I had already lost some weight here. To see the beauty today is to embrace who I was, basically. I have to remember that I came from a place that I was escaping from, like a prison. I busted them chains. And so today I embrace who I've become. I look at that reflection and say, you have come far, my friend. Enjoy the body you're in today. Don't worry about the scales so much. Don't worry about what might, take place next month or next year. But embrace today, because today is what counts. It's not about tomorrow. It's not about what happened yesterday. It's about embracing right now, today. Am I making the choices for me that's going to get me to a tomorrow? Can I improve it? Yes, and I do. I try it every day. Even though the number on the scale is maintenance for me right now, there is still work to be done. I still have to work on me every day. But the best part is that I've learned to accept me for me, in the body that I'm in, with the body that I was given, with the genes that I wear, and I wear them proudly now. I used to say, why can't I get smaller in the hips? Baby, because that's your mama. That's your grandmama. That's your genes. That's your family. Embrace that family. So with that, I will end it with some photos that I took of today. I'll stand up. This is me today. This is what I look like, hips and all. I'm busty. I have a small waist. I have hips galore. I end by saying, you go out, you be proof that weight loss surgery works. And the best part is embrace you for today. Because changes are always part of weight loss surgery. Bye, guys.